Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Creator Club. This is episode number 11. Last time out, we left you. We are high flying in the league. We did end up on a loss to our rivals Plymouth, and in between these games, we got what I would say is pretty unfortunate news as you look here. Manchester United have met Morris Cratton Match's release clause, 13.25 million, which is what he's worth. Absolutely devastating. We have had him back as a loan. Um, Quite shocking, if I'm going to be completely honest. He's probably been one of my main men. Um, we were always going to lose players the further we went up these divisions. I'm surprised that we actually haven't lost Hendrick, if I'm honest. Yeah, Emery's not happy. The only good thing that might come out of this is I might be able to afford to now keep Thierry Emery because we don't want a minimum release clause in there. But we're going to go forward. We're going to see what happens. Regardless, the club are going to be looking good with money now because of Cretton Matcher. Let's see what happens and where we go. By the end of this video, hopefully we should be in the Championship, and we are going to be one step away from the Premier League. So all is looking really, really good. We've just got to keep on building this side. So this is Papa John's Southern Section third round against Leyton Orient. Quite a changed up side, if I'm honest. Would love to retain this trophy if I possibly could. 3-0 is quite a convincing win now. We love that. Really good result. Norwich boss Graham Potter having a look at Hendrick. We're going to play Barnsley up next. And then we're going to play Plymouth or Mansfield. We've got a bit of a break now. This is where we could see the end of Cratton Matcher as a player for us. The good thing here, so we've won 12 games in a row in the Papa John's Trophy. That's fantastic. Cratton Matcher, even if he does leave, will still be a player for us until the end of the season. Injuries all over the show. Mansfield are no mugs either. Niels and Cuckoo. He's listed. I really did fancy him. I'm not sure I'm going to move for him. I believe he had a work permit rejected last time I tried to go for him. Vlahovic has gone to Bayern Munich for £98 million. Well, because it's taken us here, I'm going to scroll across, and I think that means that our transfer record has been broken. There we go. Morris Cratton Matcher, 13.25 million. I'm a bit gutted if I'm going to be completely honest. Cratton Matcher full for training, and he is signed. Hunter Hatching are going to get £2 million of that, which is a little bit gutting. Interested to see what this now says about him. So he's now worth 14.5. On his contract, it's 33,500. Okay. Yeah, little bit gutted to be honest to say goodbye to him. Obviously, he is still a part of the side right now. But the one thing I do need to do, I have lost a player. Zaire Emery is wanted by Bournemouth. He is unhappy. I need to try and keep this guy if I'm going to be completely honest. He's not prepared to talk right now. That's fair enough. All I need to do is basically get rid of that minimum fee release clause because he's got a good fee release clause now, which I think is about 25 million, but he wants one worth about 13, which doesn't work for me. 0-0 with Mansfield. I'm not surprised because they're not a bad outfit. They came up with us last season. So we are officially not quite, but near enough. 2/3 of the way through the season. Got a 10-point gap. Interesting enough, let's see whether anyone's going to throw in a bid for Hendrick. Yeah, I don't think I can let you go right now, to be honest. Ryan Johnson, that's not someone that I've been using, and for good reason as well. Looks like Juventus are selling a lot of their stars at the moment. Tenerife has purchased Nelson Kunku. Another one that slipped through my net. I just can't seem to get people in um, through work permits, really, more than anything. That's a convincing win. Joe Bellingham as well on the score sheet there. Did he start? He did start. A rare start for him. He might have to be playing a lot more next season, I reckon. Barnsley away in this quarter final coming up next. Just need to get to the end of the month, really. Archie Stevens can go out on loan. He wanted to go out on loan. I believe he's coming to the end of his contract. I will just have a look at that in a moment. Now that I've got the money. Reece Williams. He can. So if we go to the squads and we check out the contract. So ending in 25. So these guys are out of contract. To be fair, these two have done really well. Right, 6 grand. This guy is on. Keep you on 6 grand. Okay, there's one. Chroma is on 4 grand. It's not going to get too much better, so I'm not going to go mad here. Wants to be an important player. That's too much money. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to delve too much to your ways. That's fine if you don't want to discuss terms. It's not a problem by me. Just check him out. Is he worth... He has actually scored a lot of goals for us, in all fairness. He's not been a bad player. As I just skipped through there, I completely butchered the whole point of me going into there was to offer this fella a contract. If he will let us. Still not. Okay, quarterfinals of the Papa Johns. Hendrick still looks like he needs a rest, in all fairness. Can we get through to the semis? Yes. And it is that man Karoma who has put us through. So it's Plymouth, Manchester United reserves and Walsall. So it's going to be us and Plymouth, who I don't think I've beaten this season. Well, the one thing I've noticed is throughout like the majority of this month so far, Hendrick hasn't scored because we started the video with him on 38. Levante, and he's very proud to be linked with a team like Levante. That's absolutely fine. You are not going now, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Someone offers 26 million for him. I don't really have any choice. He's going to have to go, but finally giving Hendrick a break is probably about right, in all fairness. Three 0 quite convincing. Hendrick did come on and did score, which is absolutely fine. That's a good result. 13-point gap at the top now. Joe Bellingham playing a little bit more at the moment, which is good to see. Absolute steal he was in the late part of the transfer window. So John Gill's got himself a new deal. And we are closing in on that transfer window. So it's something I do want to check out. $6 months. Veloso's contract is ending, is it? Oh, that's a shame. He'd have been fantastic. Xavier Simons. Is that the Xavier Simons who was at PSG and PSV? No, it's someone completely different. This is Javier Simons. And I'll tell you what, he looks really good. Oh yeah, I can't do that, can I? I've got some cash, you know. He's listed. Okay. I'll stick in an offer for him. Well, look at this guy as well. Adrian Pajazitsi. How much is he listed for? He's already, he's off. He's gone to Empoli. I didn't even notice that. That's on me, that one. Natural fitness free. Free on fitness. He's actually figured for Juventus though. No, I'm not going there. Rafa Marin. He looks, oh my lord, he looks very, very good. Leadership, jumping reach, strength. Oh, so frustrating with these work permits. So this is just based on potential, of course. Transfer value, we've got players at 20 million quid who we can't even really be looking at, if I'm going to be honest. I probably could afford to possibly, you know, stick in an offer for a couple of these players, but Gerard Moreno, Harry Maguire, Arthur Masuaku, Roberto Firmino, Lucas Susic. He is a baller. I just need my controller to start behaving. 3 million quid. Oh, I'm gonna add him to my shortlist though, because he is a baller. For that amount of money, if he don't want to go to anywhere, I'll pick him up at the end of the season. Casper Dolberg, Trippier's retiring. Isco. Alright, that's absolute ballers there. I'll have to keep an eye on what happens there. Has doubts. Wants a big old wage. Let's see. He does look really good. Albacete have offered a contract to Rafa Marin. Let him bid. It's going to take all of the money to get him. So we're looking to get in Todd Kane. He actually looks pretty good. He's Lincoln. His contract's coming to an end. Hendrick to Levante, eh? Adam Wharton, player of interest to St. Pauli. Look at Cabba. He's stagnated here. Wow. That has surprised me. I'm going to decline. I just want to have a look at Cabba. Because that surprised me that he's only at 2.5. Stars is not a massive thing anyway, but yeah, his potential's only at 3. The guys around him are considerably better. Wow, so Xavier Simons is coming into the club. That's odd. I didn't think I was going to get him. He looked really, really good, in all fairness. He's going to cost us a couple of £1,000,000. His contract was coming to an end, so I thought now was the time to go for it, and I think that's a really, really good signing. Marin has accepted our offer, which is absolutely fine. We just have to hope that he gets a work permit. I may have to look at a right back. It's like a backup to Kessler Hayden. Sampdoria have offered a contract to Archie Stevens. Now, who would have thought it? He's got 3.5-star potential. He just hasn't done enough for me, so I think this is the right call. And he hasn't messed about. He has gone straight in for it. Fair play to him. Well, that has passed. We spent the most money at £2 million. So, but here's the big thing. So Stevens is out on loan. Thierry Emery, is he prepared to talk yet? He is. See, that's rubbish for me. Right, let's reset this. This needs to go. Okay. We look like we may have got a deal done now. Coroma, are you interested? Yeah? No, that's fine. More than happy to pay that for Thierry Emery. £8.25 million. Flamengo have made an offer for Endrick. It's around £16 million. We're rejecting it, of course, all day long. Hendrick double player of the month. Did just see something there which was quite interesting to read. Hendrick has stood out at times for Heybridge Harriers, striking 61 shots while embarking on 40 dribbles in 40 appearances. And that's not to forget all the goals that he scored either. Simons has only made the bench. Let me just check him out. Just intrigued. So he can play centre half or holding. He's worth £6 million now already, which is nice. I want to see Ben Doak rising up the ranks a little bit more now. Good to see Dan Happ at 3 stars, by the way. Really, really good. Simons has made his debut. Got Stockport in a week's time. Record attendance is broken. 95 extra over the top of 12,000 against Fleetwood. 6 games without conceding. That's pretty phenomenal, to be honest. That's really, really good. Just want the news that Thierry Emery is just want to read that he signed his contract. That's all I want to say. Yeah, that's a shame. Hap taken home 2 weeks with the flu. Thierry Emery should be getting a work permit purely because he played near enough every game. And there we go. Flamengo have made another offer around £21 million. This is a bit worrying because they've clearly got the money to do this. So I may need to offer him a new deal. I reckon that Hendrick would be a decent player for most Premier Division sides. That kind of makes me feel like I need to offer him a new deal and he's wanted by a lot of teams. So let's have a look now. So he's already on £8 grand a week. 26 million. See, look, they've lowered it. I'm going to get rid of it. Alright, if I adjust the budgets one more time, if I then reset everything, we can afford his wage. Loyalty bonus is a little bit high. Minimum fee release clause is out of here. Okay. That will get rid of his release clause. Simon starts for his full debut. We have lost 2-0 to Stockport. It's not a good result there. 12 games to go. 10 points is the gap over Ipswich. I did just see an interesting transfer there. Wilfred Nonto. Loan. Interesting. Got Preston up next. Now Doak has got the flu. And Dan Happ as well, where the flu is travelling a little bit between the boys. João Victor is back. Expecting a win here. The boys deliver, but only just. It's a crap match a goal. And now, up next, we have got a big game. Breezy and light snow expected. As we take on Plymouth at home. Hap is back. I also want to check out Lucas Susic in a moment. I brought him in for Liverpool on my save there. Hendrick has signed a contract, which is fantastic. That is so good. We so needed that. Got rid of that clause. Okay, we need to get promotion. Hendrick's moved out to the right. Simons has gone in at right back, has he? He can play there. That is a big help. A really big help. Right, we need to win this. We really do. Because Plymouth have always had one over us this season. And they've done it again. They have done it again. Two very late goals. Sammy Smodic, he's a Colchester boy. There you go, place of birth, Colchester. Did he ever play for Col U? He did. Braintree Town as well. Wonder if they got any players on here. Looks like they have. I've had a few friends that have played for Braintree. Right, so we've gone out. Unfortunately, we will not retain, which is a little bit disappointing because now it's just the league. Obrador's picked up a ban now. So I recognise that name. Happy at left back. Hendrick is not fit at all. He needs a break. 1-1. The gap is 10 points with 10 games to go. We're kind of bumbling a little bit at the moment. Hendrick is injured only for a couple of days. Okay, so it's leagues all the way through now. I imagine there'll be some gaps in between games because literally we've got 10 games to go over more or less a 2-month period. So okay, we're losing about £1 million. Wages have gone right up. 585,000. Still giving us an A plus, which is always nice. Still playing Hendrick. Confident win. It's a really good win, that. Hendrick, there we go. Weren't going to be long before that happened by them keep wanting to play him. It's no biggie. It's a bit of a pain to have lost our best player this close to the end of the season. It's worth 17.5 mil now. As you can see on his history, still 30 goals has been a really phenomenal bit of input from him. Some really good form. I'm now going to offer Josh Karoma a contract. Say he's not getting that type of wage, unfortunately. You can have 6k and 20%. Just trying to see who else I need to tie up. Lots of 26s here. Ben Doak, I believe, is going to be the right player to offer a new deal to. 6.5. Oh, we want some big money. Okay, you went with a 12 grand. Well, Birmingham City, rooted bottom of the league. Is that Tatif Chong? It is. Does he play for them permanently? Look at the position this guy can play. Gonna scout him. What country is that he plays for? Curacao. I've always thought he was Dutch. It looks like they've already scouted him. They've just said he'd be a good signing at B+. They actually signed him for a 1.5 million. Hasn't scored a lot of goals. He could be a good player to bring in as like a replacement for Matcher. Oh, keep an eye on you, I think. Plymouth pretty comfortable there. Good news I just saw flash up there. Stoke has signed a 2-year deal. Karoma has signed a 3-year deal. What does that look like on the old finances though? So we're still pretty clear. We've still got 8.5 million in the transfer budget. No complaints. For one Cratton match of a couple. The lead is 12. 8 games to go. We've secured a playoff spot, which is nice, but as I've always said on here, that's not what we're interested in. Broke the attendance again now, which is nice. I believe all they wanted me to do was to make the playoffs this season, so all is looking really good in that respect. We've now got Ipswich at home. Ryan Reynolds has added that he hoped the match would be a spectacle for everyone in attendance. They reckon 12,500. 12.5 is the max it can have in, so a draw here is even an okay result. In regards to the title, a win be awesome. I'm okay with a draw there. I'm okay with that. The gap is 12 points. Ipswich do have a game on Plymouth, so we're still looking pretty good. Got some really tough games actually upcoming. There we go. We got 12.5 against Ipswich. Very good. Full house means more money in the bank. So hopefully we can wrap up promotion in this video. I'm pretty sure that we will. May even be able to get the season done. Yeah, we'll postpone matches. We always postpone them. I think this might be the last season where I get to do that. Hendrick is back, but they're not willing to stick him on the pitch, which I understand that. It's a 3-1 loss. We are making hard work of this. The gap is now 9 with Ipswich. 6 games to go. Might I add there as well, Colchester made the quarter-finals in the FA Cup. Fair play. Look at this for a tell-up for the books. So, Andreas Schürrle I signed in my Southampton rebuild. He's also here now. 5 million quid they paid. Absolute bargain. Highly recommend for anyone playing this game. Get that guy. Andreas Schürrle. Fantastic player. So we've got a nice big break now. Hendrick is back, which is obviously a massive bonus. And now he's injured again. And that's him out for the season. Well, what a turnout for the books. 1 second, I'm happy to have him back. The next moment, they're all getting injured now. I reckon I'm going to get promoted. I need to check out to see that Lucas Susic's contract is still running out. I'm going to get promoted to Championship, and he will still have the ump and go, no, you need to be in the Championship. So we've only got good talents and a decent talent. Nothing really to write home about there. So let's just check it out in the old recruitment. His contract is still running low, so we need to get promoted as soon as possible, really. It is looking like us and Ipswich. I could spending a lot of time in here, knowing that if I can nick any of these youngsters, chances are there's not going to be many of them. 79 million for that kid, for example, 11 and a half. If there's any of these that are around a couple of million quid, I'm making offers. It's that simple. Oh, he's wanted. Oh my lord. I'll scout him. I'd say anyone around that sort of area transfer wise, I will do it. Just because it would be silly not to. And with this popping up as well, I may not finish the season. So the chances of many of these being only a couple of million is very, very slim anyway. I rate him at tell. Zero. Amateur contract. Ah, he's not interested. His contract's coming to an end. Surely is well worth just offering him a contract. Oh, he's on a youth contract, is he? No, none of them seem to be pretty keen, to be honest. Can't blame them. I'm a lowly looking club. See what they come back for us on the scouting side of things. Yeah, Emery comes in at third. Rossi is an A. And we have a B plus. Oh, I'm gonna make offers, you know. Whew. 6 million quid. Nicola Rossi, I must remember that. Let's get this promotion. 3-0. Confident, good win. More injuries though, which really do not help us. We haven't got a big squad anyway. Just need Ipswich to slip up now. Come on in, game. It's about time. Yeah, we have the confidence to go out and do it. Just have we got the side? Man United take on Plymouth. Well, we are making very much hard work of this, and at this rate, Ipswich could be on the verge of catching us here. This is not good. Plymouth end up beating Manchester United. Something I have just noticed there's a guy called Kane Fullerlove who has just scored for them. They're gonna get rid of him. I'm gonna try and bring this kid in. So I don't know much about him. Just saw that he just scored in the final, so I'm willing to take a gamble on him. Right, let's see if we can get a game or two in before the end. I'm not sure we're even going to get promotion. Me having a look at all of them youth players sort of took up a bit of time. Right, Full of Love is coming in. £400. It's just worth a bash. I say I saw him in the name sort of caught my eye. Bolton, do me a favour here, please. They didn't. It's 6 points. Wow. Promotion is practically guaranteed anyway. But this is tight. I mean, if you look at the, I mean, like they're showing that more teams are involved in on this, but let's be completely honest. I actually prefer their running. Right, we'll play this game and then we will call it a day on today's video. Only a win will do. We are playing bottom of the league. Wow, we made hard work of it, but we got the job done. That actually secures us promotion as well. As you can see. Celebrate promotion. They praised us. It's good enough. A few are quite happy there. We're 1 year ahead of schedule there. So that calls the end of today's video. We have just won promotion. We basically need one more win in our final 3 games to secure the title, which I'm more than confident that we will. So, but so far, excellent. 3 promotions on the bounce. We are now a championship side. Please give us a like, subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you next time, rather, for more Creator Club. Have a great day.